Miss Battles and the grinning preacher was leading the way. That made 2 thems. Behind them was 4 more thems, and what a sight to behold. The kids had never seen anything like that in their whole lives. If it hadn't been broad daylight, they might have been scared enough to run away.
Miss Battles wanted to know if they'd been surprised. All they could do was nod their heads and stare. Miss Battles said, "Serves you right. All you do is play tricks on people from morning till night." It was about time they got some of their own medicine. Didn't they agree?
Yes, ma'am.
The way these people looked, maybe they was Monkey's kinfolk. They sure looked like it anyway. Brother Sawyer told them the people's names.
This is Brother Battles. This is his wife, Frances, his son, Robert, and his daughter, Marie.
But where's the MKs at?
They're the MKs.
They are.
What does missionary start with?
M.
What do I call you?
Kids.
Now put them together.
Kids.
Say it.
Now what is he, Henry?
I don't know. You got me so buffalo I can't remember.
He's a missionary, Henry.
Put the 2 words together.
Missionary kids.
The missionary and his family had come all the way from Mexico. Brother Battles, his wife Frances, and the MKs, Robert and Marie. Miss Battles wanted to know if anybody wanted to ask any questions, and right away old Lester jumped out.
I do. You like wearing clothes like that? See?
Well, do y'all live down under us?
See?
You live way down past Lexington?
Can y'all talk our kind of talk?
Hey, do y'all like being missionary kids and living in another country?
See?
Every question we ask, they say, see. I've been looking high and low and I don't see nothing.
Except us. Do we look as funny to y'all as y'all do to us?
See?
What do they see?
Aha, now we played a trick on y'all. We did, didn't
Rex, you said it.
we? My sister said you was the biggest prankster she had ever seen. Yes, we speak English. Yes, we speak Spanish. See means yes in English.
We've never heard such a lie. Will you speak some of that fern talk for us?
See?
See means yes. You say it with us.
See?
Now this means, in English, see you later. Hasta la vista.
Oscar the Mister.
One more time. Hasta la vista.
Oscar the Mister.
Hey, this will be easy to remember. It's got Oscar's name in it.
Spanish.
And what do you mean now?
Oscar the Mister.
Now let's try that again. Say it with
goodbye.
What?
I say adios means goodbye.
Well, they talked and they talked and they learned from each other. They learned that MKs played ball, went swimming, and they also went to school. Yes, they had teachers that meant business, just like Miss Battles. The MKs liked some of the same things that they like to eat. Sometimes they didn't like going places, and they didn't always like moving from one place to another. They felt embarrassed when they got stared at. They knew more about Mexico than they did the United States.
Would they like to be missionaries like their parents? See, if God called them, they would. Well, the missionary kids and the Mary's Chapel kids found out they really liked each other. They had a lot of fun together. The boys carried Robert and Brother Sawyer and Brother Battles swimming at Blue Water. Even poor old Henry went with them when he found out nobody was going to try to baptize him again. That eased his mind a whole lot. Moreover, the dog went too.
And one more thing happened before the missionary and his family's week was up at Mary's Chapel.
Dum dum da dum, dum dum da dum, dum dum da dum, dum da dum, dum da dum.
Watch that grin disappear.
A big wedding took place, and Brother Battles performed the ceremony. Miss Battles wouldn't be Miss Battles no more. Her and that grinning preacher became man and wife.
Now the kids would have to learn to call her Sister Sawyer. Surely she wouldn't wash their mouths out with soap if they forgot and said something else. Like she did when they messed up and said a bad word at school.
Looked like she was going to be around for years. There just seemed like there was no getting away from that woman. They decided that pretty soon that preacher wouldn't be grinning from ear to ear. But right now the new hat wore off, and Sister Sawyer grinned just like the preacher.
The kids at Mary's Chapel would always be Sister Sawyer's kids. If the MKs could be called missionary kids, then Sister Sawyer reckoned she could just keep on calling them kids.
Bring in the sheep.
Bring him in the sheaves, we shall come rejoicing. Bring it in the sheaves, bring it in the sheaves, bring it in the sheaves, we shall come rejoicing. Bring it in the sheaves.
Before the missionary, Brother Jim Battles and his wife Frances, and the MKs Robert and Marie went on their way, Brother Battles preached on Sunday morning. You could have heard a pin drop. When he got finished, the whole family talked some.
I enjoy my work as a missionary because that's what God called me to do. One, yeah, that's what God called me to do for the United States will always be the land I love and call home. The old saying is the heart. Home is where the heart is. And my heart with the people in Mexico and working with them.
Even though I was born in the United States, I spent most of my life in other countries.
When our parents talk about going home on furlough, I think, I am home.
Sometimes missionary kids don't get to live with their parents all year. A lot of times they stay with them 3 months, the rest of the time they're away in boarding school.
Sometimes my husband and I get real lonely for our relatives we've left behind. But we really love the work that we do.
Robert and I are thankful that there are good schools. We have a good school close to home. We can eat at our own table and sleep in our own bed at night.
We also help our parents in the mission field.
Some MKs go to a foreign country and they learn that language, and then they get moved to another country and they have to start all over again learning a whole new language. And usually they don't even complain.
And MK and I write letters to each other. She lives in Africa. She's my age and already knows 7 languages.
MKs only spend about 1/5 of their life in the United States, and that's when they feel more like they're outsiders. We really don't fit in our homeland.
You may really think you do not have much in the way of material goods here, but you should see something like some of the Mexican people live. It's really, really sad.
But if we can make a difference, even to only just a few people, then our work's not in vain. But I must say, you really have to be dedicated to God and to His work to be a missionary.
After the first shock of seeing the missionary family, the Mary's Chapel kids had come through with flying colors. The missionary kids did the same.
They played together, laughed together, and really got to know each other. Robert had already decided he'd get him a stray puppy like George Albert when he got back to Mexico, and he'd name him moreover.
The missionary kids said they didn't feel like outsiders during this visit to the States. They all decided they'd write letters to each other. That made the Mary's Chapel kids realize more than ever that people like Sister Sawyer just wanted them to learn to read and write and spell and learn manners so they could one day go out into the world and they wouldn't feel like outsiders either. They wouldn't always be kids.
Little did they know about the outside world, but the missionary family had taught them a lot in just a few days. They learned that people might speak a different language, they might be a different color, but in God's sight, one person was as important as the other. They'd just have to remember that every day of their lives, because a lot of people they'd meet in their journey through life wouldn't know that.
How lonely missionaries must get sometimes, way off from everybody they've grown up with. The kids even learned that when it's daylight at Mary's Chapel, it would be nighttime where some missionaries lived.
And what about the MKs all over the world? When they'd get real sick, sometimes the only medicine they would have would be the prayers of the missionary parents. They had to believe mighty strong about their work the Lord had sent them to do.
Made a person stop and think a lot because the Mary's Chapel kids knew for a fact that somebody was praying for them lots of times. Did the missionary kids know that?
Yep, they did. Sister Sawyer had played a good prank on them. But that prank had turned out to be one of the best learning experiences they might ever have in their whole life.
Missionary Jim Battles told them they all might not ever meet on this earth again, but he sure would like to see everybody in heaven. He said he didn't like slow, sad songs when his family was having to leave people they'd learned to love. But he did want them to sing a nice peppy song together, and they did. Everybody joined together, and you could have heard them for miles if they'd been outside, like on Blue Water Creek or somewhere like that.
Sing the
Wondrous love of Jesus, sing His mercy and His grace. In the mansions bright and blessed, He'll prepare for us a place. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory.
When we all
I think Wanda put it all in there. Let's give Wanda a hand. Thank you, Wanda. Where's that preacher? You still smiling? I want to talk to you when church is over. Again, we do appreciate all of you coming. We want our district NWMS president. Her and her husband live in Coleman. And Mrs. Sarah Dunn, our district missionary president. Mrs. Dunn, would you stand and let's recognize her. Let's give her a hand. Her husband is a very gifted singer, and our laymen that are with them all the time at layman retreat said if they ever come over here, you better get him to sing. And Dr. Dunn, would you come, and he's going to sing a special song for us. Come.
Well, let me just tell you this. Today is Sarah's birthday. And she just told me, she said, you know, this was the best present you could give me to come to this tonight. We really enjoyed the program. And I'll tell you, it brought back lots of memories. See. And I'm a PK, you know what that is, don't you? An MK is a missionary kid, and I'm a PK, I'm a preacher's kid. So I know all about what went on back in those Sunday school classes many years ago. Just the first side, where it's right there. Should be right there. I'm going to sing a medley of songs, but in this one song is my song. It's entitled, He Came to Me. It's these are songs by Squire Parson, and this particular song is one from my own heart. This speaks to me. It talks about how that there was a great gulf that was fixed between my soul and God. And he was able to come to me. I couldn't come to him, but he came to me. One night upon the sea, a ship was tossing to and fro. Billows dashed on every hand, and the mighty winds did blow. All on board were filled with fright, as the billows dashed and rolled. Then they called upon the one whom the wind and waves control. When he reaches out his hand, billows cease at his command. Winds and waves obey his will. When he says to them, be still. What man is this, they all did say, that the wind and seas obey? He's the one who sails with me. He's the master of the sea. He's the one who sails with me. He's the master of the sea. I believe there is power in the blood of the Lamb. I believe there is healing in the touch of his hand. But